Let's see. Mini bikes and dirt bikes, what's going on? And atomic, what's going on? How's everyone's day going so far? Well, I guess not day going so far. How was everyone's day and how is everyone's night going? I'll be right back. I forgot something and I'm gonna grab a couple more colognes. Alright, here we go. Day was good, got a compliment from my teacher. There you go, Atomic. What was the scent of the day? Good. Also, should get Versace Kwas ice or either extra. Planning on ordering tomorrow. So, I've never tried either X straight, so I really don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like I can speak on it, you know? I do really like the Greenlee DNA. So, if we're talking the Greenlee DNA or Hawas Ice, I mean, I don't know. I think Hawas Ice is a very safe blind buy. It gets me a lot of really good compliments as well. I think Hawas Ice is a must have in everyone's collection, so I'm gonna play it safe with my recommendation. I'm gonna say Hawas Ice. Um, but if Aether or either, I don't know how the hell you say it, whatever X straight is a good clone of Greenlee, I don't think you could go wrong with either. But my recommendation would be Hawas Ice. So the day Paradise Des sends Valhalla. What does that smell like? So the day is Aromatics Frostbite Scott. How do you like that one? I really want to try it. Um, the one thing that is a little interesting, I've been seeing some people's reviews. Um, there's really nobody that's in between. People either love it or people hate it, which is pretty interesting. Y'all, please like up the live and drop a sub. When I hit 5K, I'm going to be giving away a brand new bottle of Latafa Kamarikawa. So make sure you drop a sub and a like if you guys have not already. Because you could potentially win a brand new bottle of Kamarikawa. My scent of the day today, this is a brand new fragrance I got. This is what the live is about. The brand new fragrance I got, and my scent of the day is Hawthorne's Night Swim. Now, Hawthorne, the fragrance brand, has been getting a decent amount of recognition recently. Jeremy Fragrance kind of not discovered them completely as a brand, but discovered them, and did like some partnerships with them, and he was kind of really hyping them up. So for, I don't know, about a solid 2 weeks, I would say about a month or two ago, Hawthorne fragrances were absolutely popping. I already owned Frozen Flame. I went to get another one, and like everything was sold out. There was only Santal Soundtrack, so I got that one, but I just got my hands on this one yesterday. Night Swim. Hollis ended up getting this one for me. This is a really nice fragrance. I like fresh fragrances the most. This is a beautiful fresh fragrance. The notes that it gives you is like blue spruce, Italian bergamot, or some sort of bergamot, and then juniper. I mean, I think this is a really nice fragrance. Now, it's not going to per se blow your socks off, like it's kind of a more generic fragrance, but for 25 bucks, like it smells nice. I can still smell it a little bit on my skin now. It's not like beaming off my skin, but I can at least smell it and can still smell that I applied a fragrance. I got a respectable like 5 to 6 hours of actual good projection from this, which is not bad. I had said, I guess I was gonna say my video that's out, but it's not out yet. I still need to edit it. But on the review for this, I say that that like this is 25 bucks. If I can get like 4 hours, I would be happy with that. Yeah, what is everybody's scent of the day? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions about fragrances, just make sure to ask. And if you enjoy fragrances, drop a sub. That's all I talk about here on this channel. Mini Bugs, what's going on? Thank you, scent of the day, Stronger With You Parfum. No problem. I like Stronger With You Parfum. I want to try the new Stronger With You Powerfully as well. Is like a niche. Oh, it's like a niche mango forward scent with a musky dry down. Interesting. Sounds good. I don't really have like the best experience with mango fragrances. No, I haven't tried that many mango fragrances, but just really haven't had the best experiences with them. I would like to try more. Hello, sorry, that was my sister. All good, mini bikes, all good. Um, let's see. Let's talk about the fragrances that I have out here. This is a beautiful blueberry, mango, green, apple, slightly floral, blue style fragrance. Extremely unique. Got to get 8 hours out of this. Dang, Scott, I need to try it. And Scott, you are always getting bangers in your collection. Um, but yeah, we got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We got 8 fragrances here. Let's just talk about them, right? So, Latafa Kamarkawa, this is a nice gourmand fragrance. I don't really like gourmand fragrances, but yeah, this one's nice. You get a lot of coffee, you get some woods. Primarily, you get coffee, vanilla, a lot of cinnamon. Really nice fragrance here. You get some like white florals. You get some candied fruits. This is a beautiful gourmand fragrance. It's not my favorite gourmand fragrance. Like I think Paris Corner Tiramisu Speculoos knocks Kamarkawa out of the park, but this is still a very nice fragrance. A lot of spices. You can get some good compliments with this one. Now, this doesn't really do it justice for how much I have worn Kawa like in total. This is my second bottle of it now. I didn't go through the first bottle I had. I ended up trading it, but I probably got through like, I don't know, probably here in that bottle. Like I wore it a lot. So if I still had it, I'd be probably down to like here or something in my bottle. So it would look like I've worn this a lot more, but this is just the second bottle. It was good enough for me to get it twice in my collection, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it got a lot of hype. Do I think it got a little bit overhyped? Yeah, for sure. This fragrance got overhyped. But it still smells nice, and it can for sure get you some good compliments. Scott, which one? I think he's talking about the new aromatics frostbite, I believe, because I know he said that that was his fragrance of the day. This was a hype beast from a while ago. Let's talk about a hype beast from now. Well, from now. Let's talk about a fragrance that's currently still being hyped. This is Cadlage Island Dreams. Now, this is a clone of Louis Vuitton Symphony. I've never tried Symphony, or any other fragrance with the DNA, but this is a beautiful fragrance. It's a very fizzy, light grapefruit. Yeah, like a fizzy, light grapefruit sort of set. If you've ever had like a sugar-free Monster or the White Monster, straight up what it smells like in fragrance form. Now, I will say, I love the bottle. I think it's a really nice bottle. It's a nice bottle. It doesn't really look like it. It kind of looks like it's like a black to kind of like gray gradient. At least that's what it looks like to me on camera. But and that's what it's kind of always looked like to me. But in person, it's actually blue up here in a kind of like this frosted white color. But I love the bottle on this one. It has a nice scent as well. Now this is an extrait de parfum. It lasts a respectable 6-7 hours on my skin. I really can't complain. This is a $40 fragrance. You get 100 ml, and the scent profile is for sure good. So it makes me want to try the real thing, Symphony. Probably not buy it because if it does smell pretty close to this, I think for $40 the DNA is good. Maybe like 60, 80, $100 the DNA is good, but not $300. You like Mont Blanc Legend Spirit? I do like Legend Spirit. It's not my favorite out of the line. My favorite out of the line would be Legend Blue, but Legend Spirit's a nice take on Invictus. Have I tried Liquid Braun? I have tried Liquid Braun. I owned it. I got it from Brian. I just wasn't the biggest fan of it, honestly. I like the DNA. I really love the vanilla, but Liquid Braun gave me a weird, dirty cardboard vibe. My girlfriend hated it as well. Um, like there are some fragrances in my collection, not that I hate, but I don't really like love as much as it may seem because how much I wear them. But I tend to just wear a lot of the fragrances that my girlfriend really enjoys and the ones that she wants me to wear. Like Hugo Boss bottled EDT. I prefer Hugo Boss the scent magnetic over it, but I wear Boss bottled EDT way more. It's like when there's a fragrance in my collection that like my girlfriend hates, can't do it. But I really agreed with her on that. Like Liquid Brun did not smell good to me. Um, we were talking about Night Swim, so let's talk about it again. Night Swim, nice kind of citrusy, woodsy sort of fragrance. My first impressions of this, you know, kind of opens up a little bit sunscreeny, like yeah, like it opens up sunscreeny. And then you get this kind of sweetness, right? So it's sunscreeny, and then it's sweet. And some people say Night Swim kind of smells like watermelon. And like Hawthorne fragrances say like, oh, you want a fragrance that has a watermelon note. I don't really get a whole lot of watermelon in here, but in the opening, when you kind of get the sunscreeny vibe and it gets sweet all of a sudden, it does kind of smell like watermelon. So you, when my video review does come out on this, like you'll see, I spray it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's sunscreeny. It does smell kind of like watermelon for a little bit in the opening, and then it kind of dries down a little bit more rich in the woodsy aspect, but it's just a very, very fresh and clean fragrance. I would say if you're looking for a good signature scent for this warm weather, spring, summer, and you have, you know, maybe 25 bucks, you want to jump ahead of the train, get something good for the warm weather, I think Hawthorne's Night Swim is great. And you can get this for 25 bucks at Target. Sold Versace Pour Homme to your friend. Want to get rid of Club and Intense Man 9 p.m. Just don't like them. Honest, dude, I'm with you. I've been decluttering so many fragrances recently. I just today sold 1 million Elixir, Latafa Miral Oud Intense Oud, Maison Alhambra Bright Peach, and Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum. Me and Brian have a trade going. I'm going to be trading my product Carbon and my Guess Seductive. I sold my buddy my Latafa Fakar Platine, which I just got, but it kind of just smells like YSLY. And I already have another clone of YSLY that's another Latafa Fakar, so I literally kind of bought like the same fragrance. Um, and then I also sold All Harmain's Aqua Dubai, which may be surprising to some people because I love the Imagination DNA, but every time I've wanted to wear the DNA, I just went towards Full House. So I didn't really wear it that much, honestly. There's a huge dent in Full House, and there was a teeny tiny little dent in Aqua Dubai. But I'm planning on getting, there's a big 12 pack of City Rhythm fragrances. They're all the 1 ounce bottles like this. So, you know, it's an actual full size bottle. It's not like it's a little like dab on bottle or anything. Like it's a full on bottle, full 1 ounce bottle. But 12 of these. And so that's what I'm saving up for. And hopefully I should be getting it towards the end of the month, maybe a little bit into next month. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. So I've been selling some fragrances out of my collection that I don't really wear to save up a little bit of money for that. And yeah. But yeah, I've been decluttering, and I kind of decluttered I think most of the stuff that I'm gonna declutter. I don't know. I have another fragrance I'm gonna sell Brian, but yeah, I'm kind of think I'm good for a little bit on like selling some more stuff. What are your favorite summer and winter colognes at Everyday Scent? So my favorite summer cologne last summer was Paris Corner Coconut Lagoon. Mancera Instant Crush. I wore this a lot last winter, so this was like my go-to winter scent last winter. Everyday scent last year was YSL Myself. What's my favorite Middle Eastern fragrances, dude? So here's one that's really been impressing me. This is Latafa Assad Elixir. I got this one for Christmas. It was a blind buy. I had never smelled, so this is supposedly cloning Hugo Boss Bottled Absolute. I never smelled Boss Bottled Absolute. But I asked my girlfriend, I'm like, what? Because I wanted a fragrance from her for Christmas. I'm like, what kind of fragrance would you want me to pick out? She's like, pick out something masculine. I had already had a couple picked out. This was one of them. I kind of showed her the notes. As soon as I showed her the note breakdown for this one, my girlfriend was like, I want this one. It looks, you know, looks masculine. Looks like it could be good. She saw like, I think it was the, like tobacco and cashmere or something. I don't know. This fragrance, you know, you can look at the note breakdown. It looks kind of masculine. But it was a blind buy, and I've been wearing this one a lot. I really enjoy it, you know. Get a lot of spices, you get a little bit of florals. You know, it's a lot of rich woods, but yeah, really, really nice spicy fragrance here. So Latafa Sod Elixir, one of my more favorite Middle Eastern pickups recently. This probably, I don't know if I'd say this would go down as like the fragrance I wore most this winter, but Definitely, since I got this one Christmas, I've been wearing it a lot. Aromatics, Frostbite, real well blended fragrance. None of the notes stick out. They all work in unison. Scott, that sounds good. Thinking of buying product carbon, but you want to save more money for more niche. I would definitely say save up your niche. I mean, yeah, product carbon's good, but I don't know. It was good. I enjoyed it, and I wore it a decent amount, but I would much rather have a City Rhythm or a Suspiro, even if it's like a 10 ml decant or something like that over um product carbon. I would take a freaking 5 ml decant of like Blue Talisman, which I don't even like Blue Talisman that much, over product carbon. Got a bottle of Bad Boy Cobalt coming in this week. Have you tried it before, Scott, or have you not tried it? Because I've tried it, I love it, I own it. It's a great fragrance. All right, let's talk about a hype beast. This is Had to make sure I was holding it right. This is Latafa. Wow, this is a dirty bottle. That's what I'm showing you guys. The dirtiest bottle known to man. This is Latafa Mahir Legacy. So this is a pretty eye-catching bottle. Obviously you got like a little horse head here. We can put it onto the Jared Paul Gaultier, and now this is an ultra niche fragrance. If I wanted to, I could sell this for five 500 bucks. $500 right here. Got a free ultra niche fragrance out of this. Anyways, Mahir Legacy. This is cloning Parfums de Marley Sedley. Now, I had owned this fragrance for a while before I'd ever smelled Sedley, and I really enjoyed this fragrance. I didn't know how close it was to Sedley. When I tell you, this is close to Sedley. It's Sedley with frankincense in it. That's the way I kind of like to describe it. One of my buddies ended up picking up a big bottle of Sedley, and he wore it a lot. Sedley kind of picks up a fizzy like Sprite opening, which I don't really get with this. I get more of kind of like it's still a very kind of like bright citrus. It's just not very fizzy, but a lot of citrus. And the only difference is as this one dries down, there's a frankincense note in here. Now it's not like crazy spicy. It literally just smells like Sedley with a little bit of an earthy vibe to it, a little more of an earthy vibe. The only difference I can pick up, if I smelled these side by side, I I feel pretty confident because I have smelt them so much and because I've smelt Mahir Legacy so much. I could probably pick them out, but I could definitely smell the difference. When I smell Sedley, it's a lot more, just a little, not even a lot more fresh, a little bit more fresh. Um, because it doesn't have the frankincense. But this is a great alternative to Sedley, in my opinion. I haven't tried more Sedley clones, but it smells good. I can't complain. I have not tried Vulcan Fouet. I would like to try it though. Um, think I would get bored of product carbon after 3 wears. Yeah, like that was my issue. I wore it probably, I don't know, 5 times, and that was it. I didn't want it. I didn't want it anymore. And then I wanted to sell it to some of my buddies, and then no one wanted to buy it. And then me and Brian were like, all right, we're gonna do a trade. Brian has some stuff I can't talk about that he's sending to me. It's nothing bad. That sounds weird. We got a little project going on, me and him. Maybe he's not. I don't know. But anyways, right? Me and Brian, we got a little project going on, so we're doing the trade later. And of course, like I still got it. I'm just waiting until we're sending out everything to each other so I can send him the product carbon and stuff. And then one of my buddies hits me up and he's like, "Oh hey, do you still have it? I'll buy it from you." And it's like, come on, dude. Should have bought it before. Jean Paul Centaur? What is that? I have tried Bad Boy Cobalt and DK4. Oh, okay. So you know what it's like. I don't know. Some people say that it's like really earthy to them. Some people say they get the truffle note. I don't get the truffle note in Bad Boy Cobalt. To me, Bad Boy Cobalt is like a juicy blue jelly rancher, like super super juicy but powdery at the same time. Um, Bad Boy Cobalt makes me think of my what I think I had it third period last year. Makes me think of like my third period sociology and criminology class because I would like pump Bad Boy Cobalt. I remember I had that class like right after gym. So whatever fragrance I would have on before, because I'd be a little hot and sweaty, would just be pumping off my skin. And I remember one time, I'd always be worried I'd Loki be smelling like shit after gym. But like I walk into class, and this kid walks past me, and he's like, "You got that John Paul on?" It's not John Paul, it's Bad Boy Cobalt, but got a compliment at least. He said I smell good. So I don't know. For whatever reason, now every time I smell Bad Boy Cobalt, I think of that experience and I think of that class. Um, it's weird how fragrances are like that. All right, we got three more fragrances, and then I am going to be wrapping it up. Let's talk about. I mean, these were all pretty hyped up on TikTok at some point. We're going to go in order of what I think was least hyped to most hyped on TikTok. So the least hyped here was Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau EDT. This is still a very popular fragrance, and in my opinion, this is the best Le Beau ever created. Simple fragrance here. Bergamot in the top notes, coconut in the middle notes, and tonka bean in the base notes. Very simplistic coconut fragrance, right? It's a little bit bright and citrusy in the opening, and then it really dries down to this like pure coconut and nice creamy tonka bean dried on. Really nice fragrance here, right? It did get a decent amount of hype on TikTok, but La Beau Parfum, La Beau Flower Edition, La Beau Paradise Garden, all the other LeBeaus got so much more hype than this one. Although this one was still popular on TikTok and fragrance social media, but it was not nearly as popular as the other LeBeaus. A step up, right? This was one of the first big from what I saw, one of the first big indie niche fragrances and fragrance brands to really start popping off, specifically on TikTok, but again on fragrance social media as a whole. The house is City Rhythm, and this is City Rhythm Miami. So Miami just took the fragrance game by storm, and I could see why, right? This is a boozy coconut rummy sort of fragrance that has these sort of almondy aspects to it, these nice floral aspects to it, but it's just a really creamy, sweet fragrance. Yeah, it smells great, you know. Really sweet, seductive. You could wear the thing I like about Miami, right? It is a sweet fragrance, a little more of a seductive fragrance, but you can dress it up or you can dress it down. You can wear this one to school, no issue. If you're like me, you go to school, you can wear it to school. I wouldn't really say wear this to work because I think it's a little too flirty for the workplace, but you could wear it to school if you're a younger guy. You could wear it out. Like this would be a perfect like going to the mall fragrance, honestly. I don't know. Like if you're shopping in Hall, like I don't like you're shopping in Hollister or something, or like you're in Dillard's, like I don't know. I just feel like this would be a great like shopping fragrance if that makes a lot of sense. But City Rhythm Miami, great boozy fragrance, pulls a lot of compliments, and yeah, you really can't beat it. But by far the most hyped up fragrance I saw, specifically on TikTok, not the most hyped up. That'd be like Rasasi Hawass or Club de Nuit Intense Man. But from the last three that I had, man, Sarah's Instant Crush. Happy birthday to Mr. Fragrant. Thank you. It's my birthday, how'd you know? Collab with Jeremy when? Whenever he notices me. I would love to collab with Jeremy. That would be a great accomplishment. But Mancera Instant Crush. So this is a clone of Baccarat Rouge. I've never smelled Baccarat Rouge. I've smelled a decent amount of clones, and it smells pretty close to the other clones that I've tried. But a decent amount of people that do have Instant Crush say it smells nothing like Baccarat Rouge. So I don't know. Maybe it smells nothing like Baccarat Rouge, but the note breakdowns look similar. I get a lot of like stingy florals in here. I get a nice bit of vanilla, some almond, some sugar. Really nice fragrance. Now, the Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA was just super popular on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere fragrance social media was posted. And Instant Crush was a super popular clone of that DNA because people still kind of wanted that elegance of a niche fragrance. If you can't afford 300, 400, $5 for Baccarat Rouge, why would you get a cheap clone of it when you could spend about, I mean, when this one was super popular you had to spend about like 120, but you could spend 70, $80 now on a good quality niche clone of Baccarat Rouge. with, you know, a beautiful magnetic cap, great presentation, a pressurized atomizer, really, you know, high quality oils and stuff. Like, this was just the, you know, the clone of Baccarat Rouge. And now it's kind of like a cringy TikTok fragrance, which kind of sucks because I think Instant Crush is brilliant. I got a really good deal on it. It was like $70, and it's gotten me really good reactions. It's your really birthday though. It is not my. It's not. My birthday's in September. You can come back in September, and then you can tell me happy birthday. Hey, how are you, Daniel? I'm good. How about you? You need to do a few lines so you can be a master dancer. You're right. I need to do a few lines. I also need to what I don't even know what he's doing, dude. Like, because part of me still wants to give him the benefit of the doubt and just be like, oh, he's just rich and just doing whatever. But I don't know. And apparently he's married. That's all he's been talking about recently. Is like, he says, my wife, and he's like, oh, it feels so good to say that finally. Feels so good to say my wife. Apparently he's married. I have no clue. I'm good too, Daniel. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Unfortunately, I think that is going to do it for my live. If you guys have not, please make sure to drop a sub and a like. When I hit 5K, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away a brand new a bottle of Latafa Kamarikawa. Not this bottle, but a brand new bottle of Kamarikawa. So make sure you drop a sub and a like if you have not already. Someone upon the right channel because I love perfume. You did. That's it. That's all I talk about. All I talk about. I talk about, you know, men's colognes, women's perfumes, pretty much everything. New releases, Middle Eastern fragrances, designer fragrances, niche fragrances. I post shorts every day. I post long form. I try to post a long form like every, you know, 3 days. Try to go live as often as I can. Unfortunately, you did just pop in right as live's gonna end. But Daniel, I appreciate you popping in, and I hope to see you on the channel in the future. Haven't checked his content in the past months. I don't know if he got married. I don't know. I've just like the recent videos I've seen. That's what he's been talking about, dude. He's like, well, my wife. On about all those expensive fragrances, bro. I got my African man buying fake fragrances for $10. Ooh. See, I don't know. I can like if you are buying the fake fragrance and you are going to wear it, that's perfectly fine, right? Got respect for you. But if you're buying them to scam people, hate that. Hate that. Not saying you or, you know, your African man is, but got no respect for people that do. I sub, bro. Yeah. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Danny. Smile a little bit, pussycat. Bro, what? All right. Anyways, I appreciate you all. Have a good night. See y'all later. No, you buy it for yourself. Yeah, see. There you go. There you go. Valid. All right. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Smell you later.